So, I'm gonna try to ignore this. I might actually do camera off. Um, but I want this to be basically low key. Does he have a playlist on math?
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. Let's take a moment to recognize the heroes who count. Canadian Mike Smith holds the world record for the largest number counted to in one breath, 125. But the world record for the largest number ever counted to belongs to Jeremy Harper from Birmingham, Alabama. In order to set the record, Harper never left his apartment. He got regular sleep, but from the moment he woke up in the morning until the moment he went to bed at night, Harper did nothing but count. He streamed the entire process over the internet and raised money for charity while doing it, but after 3 months of counting all day, every day, he finally reached the world record, 1 million. Now, a million might not sound like a lot, but think of it this way. 1,000 seconds is about 17 minutes, but a million seconds is more than 11 days, and a billion seconds, well, that's more than 31 years. There's no full video online of Harper counting all the way to a million, but you can watch John Hartwick count all the way to 100,000 if you have 74 hours to spare. John also has some other channels. One involves more than 300 videos of himself eating carrots. Another, more than 3,000 videos of himself drinking water.
Bro,
John's videos literally have no views. They are as lonely as a video on YouTube can get. A great way to find such videos is a website made by Jan Vanderkruisen. This website autoplays videos on YouTube that no one has yet watched. John and Jeremy, as
whoa, does that still exist? Dude, that is so freaking interesting, man. All right, let's see his most popular. Wait, where's the number one?
videos on YouTube that no one has yet watched. John and Jeremy, as well as Mike, the one breath counter, counted like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. But that's not the only way to count, and it doesn't seem to be the one we're born with. Additive counting is the one we're all familiar with, where each next step is just one added to the last. But what if we multiply by a number instead? Well, that kind of counting is logarithmic, from arithmos, meaning number, and logos, meaning ratio, proportion. On this scale, similar distances are similar proportions. 1 is a third of 3, and 3 is a third of 9. 4 is a third of 12, and so on. Our brains perceive the world around us on a logarithmic scale. It's believed that almost all of our senses are multiplicative, not additive. For example, how loud we perceive a sound to be. Two boomboxes playing at the same volume don't sound twice as loud as 1. In order to make a sound that is perceived as being about twice as loud as one boombox, you actually need 10 times as many, so 10. And to double that loudness, you would need 100. And to double that loudness, you would need 1,000. Having an intuitive sense of logarithmic scales built into your brain is probably an advantage when it comes to natural selection and survival, because often proportion matters more than absolute value. For example, is there one lion hiding over there in the shadows, or two? Is a very different...
See, dude, that's the amazing thing, is that it's the transition to something totally unexpected. That is what's so interesting. Okay, so I guess for context, what I am doing right now, you know what, I should be on video. I mean, why am I afraid? I don't want to be like one of those masked fools. Here I am. So, let's just look at the script. So, alright, let me just do a read-through. But I want to think of a lot different ways to do this. Because the hook, I mean, I don't want it to just be a boring programming video. Like, really think about the audience, because we want the audience to be big. And initially when I was writing this, I wrote this for a programming audience. But this video would be so much more timeless if it was just about symbolics. I mean, it's really flipping what this video is about. But so, okay, let me read through it, and then we'll think about it, because it's right now it's like pretty freaking lame. Like, it's like, oh, I did this. Like, that's not a Vsauce video, man. That's not captivating. That's just like me. Like, no one cares what I did. But if you have that hook, you start off not talking about programming languages at all. But you talk about symbols. And you need something that is just so, like, the first 10 seconds to be so widely engaged, like, basically everybody could engage with. The first 10 seconds, you just need to make something that anyone can engage with. Really hard, actually. And this is the first time I'm doing this.
Hey Vsauce, Michael here. What is the biggest number you can think of? A Google? A Googleplex?
A blog post? I don't think that's a good idea. Look at the other weird programming language videos. I have that, but and all of the actual visuals. So, okay, wait, let me just play what I have right now. How about that? This thing sucks, to be honest. It's really bad. Let's see, do I have desktop audio on? Oh, wait. Hello. Okay, let's make this like that.
Almost every programming language errs if you try to use a variable before defining it. I subconsciously thought this was the only way until I stumbled onto Mathematica a few years ago. This experience planted a seed in my mind that lay dormant for years but eventually grew to an obsession and led me to building my own Mathematica capable.
Dude, if I was a big baller with big balls, I would totally name it just the letter X. But that gets me so amped. Okay, so what if it was just what if I just started out with it's me outside and and it fades in and I say, "What does this mean to you?" And it's just a piece of paper with the letter X on it. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, but I don't think that I'm writing a video about a programming language that I wrote that's very similar to Wolfram Mathematica. And it's a symbolic language, but I don't want it to be um, a video that only people who are programmers can engage with. I want the broader discussion to be about uh, the use of symbolism in human history, the history of algebra, and then maybe transition into how a symbolic programming language is actually a very beautiful idea. But I want to brainstorm basically a bunch of different ways that I could hook a viewer in the first 10 seconds of the video. And I want you to propose some ideas. Ooh, an emoji is actually emoji, bro. What happens if you just search an emoji? Wait. I was gonna do the poop emoji because that's the funniest thing, but most common, wait, most common, most common emojis. Okay, let's just look up the heart emoji on YouTube. Very interesting, I guess. Let's see, what are the other ones? Uh, does this just copy it? Nice. That's great. That's pretty funny, actually. Bro, what is going on? Yeah, okay, so what if, because just the visual of a picture of me holding up the poop emoji printed out in color. That's pretty good. Wait, why am I typing? Write a history of the use of symbols in human history. Okay. So 40,000 years ago, we had like symbolic depictions of hands, animals, um, and abstract patterns. Okay, so wait. Um, where can I see a review of the oldest human symbols? I want to just I want a timeline basically of all of the oldest symbols. To explore the oldest human symbols, the mind in the cave. What is this called? It's useful to know. Prehistoric symbols. Okay. So wait, so Paleolithic drawings. I mean, yeah, we could say art, but really, yeah, it's symbolism in France, and it was dated to. Oh wow, humans make art. We do this for many reasons. Non-representational. The oldest representational. Stone Age. Dude, I don't know enough about history. Archaeological discoveries across Europe. 200 caves. We really were cave people. It's kind of crazy to think about. I wonder why we do this. It's a lot of animals. That's really interesting. Is this a different thing? Okay, whatever. I don't really give a shit. Oh wow. Okay, so only 5,000 years ago did we actually develop writing systems. But that means that okay, we have no way to know what the spoken language was like because presumably spoken language is probably body language and spoken language. Yeah, gestures and sounds. That's the way that we communicated. The hell is an oracle bone? Oh, an ox. Okay, let's close all this crap. Figuring out what image to use is tough, man. Dude, I don't even know anything about St. Augustine. The Wait, okay, let me try to read this. It would not be until St. Augustine that the nature of the sign would be considered within a conventional system. That really doesn't mean anything to me. Augustine introduced a thematic proposal for uniting the two under the notion of sign, as transcending the nature culture divide and identifying symbols as no more than a species of synum. I don't know. A monograph study of this question would be done. Okay, these dudes will let. Yeah. Wait, is this John Locke as in. Yeah. Yeah, that. Okay, that John Locke. Bro, where is that? What's that quote actually at the beginning of. I think it's at the beginning of this, where he just talks about. It's also in the Lisp book, too. Why am I typing, bro? Was it John Locke that has that essay where at the beginning he talks about like the atoms of ideas and then the ability to make compound ideas from the atoms? Let's find that because it's also in the Lisp book. Let me just read this. Simple idea. Should I just read this? The understanding, like the eye, while it makes us see and perceive all other things, takes no notice of itself. And it requires art and pains to set it at a distance and make it its own object. Dude, that's so fucking rad, man. But whatever be the difficulties that lie in the way of this inquiry, whatever it be that keeps us so much in the dark to ourselves, sure I am that all the light we can let in upon our minds, all the acquaintance we can make with our own understandings, will not only be very pleasant, but bring us great advantage in directing our thoughts in the search of other things. Bro, John Locke was a freaking beast. Dude, I had to read this shit in college, but like, I did not read it. I just like coasted. But now that I'm like into it, I'm like, this is exciting. So this, therefore, being my purpose, to inquire into the original certainty and extent of human knowledge, together with the grounds and degrees of belief, opinion, and assent. I shall not at present meddle with the physical considerations of the mind, physical consideration of the mind, or trouble myself to examine wherein its essence consists, or by what motions of our spirits and alterations of our bodies we come to have any sensation by our organs, or any ideas in our understanding. Wait, hold on. Or by what motions of our spirits or alterations of our body we come to have any sensation by our organs, or any ideas in our understandings, and whether those ideas do in their formation, any or all of them, depend on matter or not. No, that's the key part. These are speculations which, however curious and entertaining, I shall decline as lying out of my way in the design I am now upon. It shall suffice to my present purpose to consider the discerning faculties of a man as they are employed about the objects which they have to do with. And I shall imagine I have not wholly misemployed myself in the thoughts I shall have on this occasion if. Wait, did it just zoom me down? And I shall imagine I have not wholly misemployed myself in the thoughts I shall have on this occasion, if, in this historical plain method, I can give any account of the ways whereby our understandings come to attain those notions of things we have, and set down any measures of the certainty of our knowledge, or the grounds of those persuasions which are to be found amongst men, so various, different, and wholly contradictory, and yet asserted somewhere or other with such assurance and. Wait, what does he mean this sounds important? That's the problem, is actually like in college, I didn't read any of this because it actually takes a lot of time to read and just reason about. Like, where does this sentence even start? Bro, it's like they just write and write and write, bro. I think it's up here. Okay. That's very interesting. To propose that in like the beginning is like pretty cool. Okay, so we have wow, dude, he is really good. Okay, 3 method. It is therefore worthwhile to search out the bounds between opinion and knowledge and examine what by what measures in things whereof we have no certain knowledge we ought to regulate. What is the definition of assent? The expression of approval. In order whereunto I shall pursue this following method. First, I shall inquire into the original of those ideas, notions, or whatever else you please to call them, which a man observes and is conscious to himself he has in his mind, and the ways whereby the understanding comes to be furnished with them. And the ways whereby the understanding comes to be furnished with them. Secondly, I shall endeavor to show what knowledge the understanding has by those ideas. I shall Second, I'm going to try to show what knowledge the I don't really get why how he when he uses the understanding as a noun. Wait, why am I typing? I'm having trouble understanding what he means by the knowledge or sorry, the understanding using it as a noun. Yeah, that's what I thought. He says the understanding as human mental faculty. So I'm going to try to show what knowledge human understanding has by those ideas. Okay, wait. So what does he mean? Right, the faculty or the power of the mind. Here's a breakdown of what Locke is saying. I shall show what knowledge the understanding has by those ideas. Locke is saying that he will try to explain how the mind gains knowledge. Is that really what he's saying? How the mind uses ideas to form knowledge, and the certainty, evidence, and extent of it. He'll also examine how certain this knowledge is, how evident or clear it is. Okay. How far reaching it can be. Okay. Thirdly, I shall make some inquiry into the nature and grounds of faith or opinion, whereby I mean that the assent which we give to any proposition as true, of whose truth yet have no certain knowledge, and here we shall have occasion to examine the reasons and degrees of assent. For useful to know the extent of our comprehension. If by this inquiry into the nature of the understanding I can discover the powers thereof, how far they reach, to what things they are in any degree proportionate, and where they fail us. I suppose it may be of use to prevail with the busy mind of man to be more cautious in meddling with things exceeding its comprehension, to stop when it is at the utmost extent of its tether, and to sit down in a quiet ignorance of those things which, upon examination, are found to be beyond the reach of our capacities. We should not then perhaps be so forward out of an affectation of and a universal knowledge to raise questions and perplex ourselves and others with disputes about things to which our understandings are not suited. We should not perhaps be so forward to raise questions and perplex ourselves and others with disputes about things which our understandings are not suited. So he's saying like are we in a simulation? Who gives a shit? That's what he's saying. Our comprehension is not suited to actually answer that question, and of which we cannot frame in our minds any clear or distinct perceptions, or whereof, as it perhaps too often we have not any notions at all. Basically, he's talking about the God question, the true nature of the universe, or something like that. Yo, what's up, Jordy? Wow, you have 100 followers. Do you stream? I don't know. Anyways, um, we are reading John Locke, and we are reading John Locke for a reason. It's not just because I'm like doing weird shit. I am in the process of writing the script of a video, which I want to be kind of like a Vsauce video, in that it is about this programming language I wrote, but it's actually about the just the nature of symbolism in human culture. But the thing is, I just don't have enough historical context to to actually write that. So we have to do a lot of preparatory work, and this is sort of the first in a stream where I'm not just doing technical stuff, but I'm actually sort of exploring and writing, which is like very new to me. So, and making something captivating too. Okay, so I do want to. Let's see, how long is this intro? Oh, great. They? Who is they in that situation? Yeah. What is a good list from oldest to newest that traces the idea of symbols that in human history? No, 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 no. Of texts, books. But do they have the meta reflection of understanding that what they're doing is writing symbols and that you can write about? Dude, actually the I Ching is a great example, bro, because the way that what is it? The way that is stated is not the true way. The way that can be stated is not the true way. Bro, I love that phrase, man. The Tao that can be told is not the true Tao. But that's why it's a symbol, bro, because it you just say the Tao is a symbol and it's just oh my gosh. Bro, so sick. That's actually a good one. I didn't even think about that one. I probably won't put that in the video, but that is a very good one. And I don't know anything about this, but yeah, the symbolic meanings of duty, action, and the self. Yeah, I'm gonna be biased towards Western philosophy because I only read in English, and I think the Bhagavad Gita probably has been Tao's like Warcraft race. What? I don't know, man. Okay, wait. I guess my title is wrong for today, but this is what I'm doing. Uh, bro, some of these people are like, dude, some of these people are like so ridiculous. But whatever. Yeah, just use ChatGPT. You don't need to actually read the original text, bro. The person that was there before you in my chat, this person, you waste a lot of time on this. Why don't you take help of ChatGPT? Whatever. I'm not gonna get freaking flustered by some clown. But let's see. Is this on Gutenberg in English? Oh, it's a dialogue. Oh wow, this is a good start. Okay. has been arguing about names. He says that they are natural and not conventional. Names are actually a good one because names are symbolic. Let's see where he goes.
Not the person people think of when they hear your name. And for that matter, when will every reasonably memorable pronounceable band name or brand name be taken? When will authors have no choice but to just start reusing book titles? According to Rovi Corp, owner of AllMusic.com, the most used band name is Bliss, followed in order by Mirage, One, Gemini, Legacy, Paradox, and Rain. In the past, when fewer bands had already been created and you couldn't just Google up every single band, overlap was easier to get away with, and one-word band names were plentiful. But now, after years and years and years of band formation, well, we have the who, but we also have the what, the where, the when, the why, the how, and even the. In order to stand out,
Bro, he's so good at writing.
Now and have your own unique name, you have to be a bit more creative. Oh, Diarrhea Planet. Or Betty's Not a Vitamin. Which, by the way, is no longer true. Betty became a vitamin in 1994. What about Twitter handles or email addresses? Have we already reached peak username? We already find ourselves often having to use abbreviations, initials, numbers, or just choosing something completely different. Will our children, or our children's children, live in a world where the only remaining Gmail addresses are just random strings of alphanumeric characters? Are we approaching a name crisis? And if so, should we even call it a name crisis, lest we use up yet another precious name? Maybe you already share your name with someone famous, but if you don't, how long will it be until you probably will? I mean, new famous people are popping up all the time, faster now than ever before because of the internet, and they are gobbling up top Google search billing. Maybe it won't happen until long after you've been dead, but shouldn't the reservoir of names, not taken by notable people, eventually run out? Computer scientist Samuel Arbesman approximated how many famous people there are alive today, and I think his calculation will be helpful. You see, he points out that if we allow famous to simply mean being notable enough to have your own Wikipedia page, well, because there are 700,000 living people with Wikipedia pages right now, that means 1 out of every 10,000 people on Earth
The
today.
amazing thing about Vsauce is that you just don't know where the video is going to go, which is why it's so captivating.
Are famous, assuming at the least that proportion remains constant. Since 255 people are born every minute, that means every hour a future famous person is born. Their name destined to become primarily associated with them, not everyone else who shares their name. All of those people will be relegated to disambiguation or the postnomial, not the famous one. Luckily, if you do the math, you'll find that even at a rate of 1 future famous person born every hour, it would still take dozens of millennia for most of us to expect a future famous person with our exact name to emerge. Plus, names change. New ones become popular, others obsolesced. But for fun, let's not focus on names we popularly use and instead look at how many possible names there can be. The Social Security Administration allows up to 36 letters for a complete name. Now, including spaces, 27 letters filling 36 spots with repetition allowed means 3 sextillion possible combinations. That's more than Earth has atoms. So let's refine our limits. How many pronounceable names are possible? For that, I say we look at what Randall Munroe, the author of the fantastic What If, did when asked about naming stars. If you want to give every single star in the observable universe a unique but pronounceable English name, how long would the names have to be? His approximation is really fascinating. If we define a pronounceable word as a word that contains consonant-vowel pairs, we can roughly figure that there are about 105 different such pair possibilities. 105. That's not too much different from 99. So funny enough, there are about the same number of consonant-vowel pairs possible as there are 2-digit numbers, which means we could give every star in the observable universe a sayable, unique name with just 24 letters, the same number of digits it would take to just number all of them. So the bottom line is we may each have to give up uniquely owning a word or name that's common today, but the potential number of names that can be made is really hardy. In fact, before we run out of those, our species will likely evolve to communicate in a completely different way. Also, names aren't just labels. A name on a screen, a username, a handle, a screen name, doesn't always act exactly like its owner. Usernames can travel more quickly and more widely than flesh and blood people and do things that their puppeteers wouldn't normally do away from the keyboard. It's called the online disinhibition effect. If you can't see the people you're interacting with and they can't see you, you're all just online hiding behind different names than usual, why hold back? I mean, clearly such a system can't be serious business. On the internet, no one knows you're a dog. Why be nice or tell the truth? The subreddit Karma Court investigates and uncovers people who may think that the less face-to-face nature of the internet makes lies easier to get away with. Like this person who posted an image suggesting that they'd been single for a year, but had, users found out, posted 3 months earlier a picture of my girlfriend's cat. These behaviors aren't just what humans do when they can be anonymous or can hide behind different names. These behaviors can also be caused by the names themselves. Studies have found that the username you use can impact how you behave. Your own pre-existing stereotypes and expectations of certain words, shapes, colors can be confirmed by your behavior. In the same way that studies have found NFL and NHL players play more aggressively when wearing black uniforms.
That's the amazing thing. Yeah, he brings in so many different ideas into one video. It feels meandering, but it's like, dude, I wonder what Vsauce's writing process is like. Where is that text? Okay, so I mean, logic is no, the fact that it uses symbolic ideas is not the same as a text focused on symbolics. Wait, but when did this come out? What is this? 1689. And this 360 BC. Yeah, so maybe instead of just holding a picture up of an emoji, I like print out like a bunch of them and I'd be like, "What does this mean to you?" And then I just start throwing them down and they're just different symbols and they're just all famous symbols. I definitely want I definitely want my face. I want it to be a real video If you look at pretty much every Vsauce video, it's his face.
Hey Vsauce, Michael here.
And I feel like that's probably better. Also, how funny is it that like the first 100 videos of Vsauce's catalog are just all about like the best video game boobs? It's just like it's just like so funny. Gratuitous boobs in gaming. Like sexy Boba Fett. Like I can't believe that's where Vsauce started out. It's just so silly. I like the question video titles. I really like the ones that are just like water, or they don't do as well because they're harder to index, I guess. If I love that. That's so cool. Like to be a big baller and just title your video if or nothing. He mostly does questions. Last words. It's crazy that I haven't even seen them all. There's so many.
Hey Vsauce, Michael here. On December 17, 1977, Gary Gilmore was executed for murder. He was the first prisoner executed by the United States after a 10-year suspension of the practice. When asked if he had any last words, he simply replied, "Let's do it." Years later, advertising executive Dan Wyden adapted those words into a slogan that is now more widely known than Gary Gilmore. Last words are powerful. They are the final statement a person's entire life has been leading up to. One last chance to go on record before obliteration. We don't know Albert Einstein's last words. He spoke them in German to a nurse who only knew English. They're lost. But what will be our first words? The first words from Earth. Extraterrestrials out there might hear from us.
So selecting the list of symbols. Okay, let's just say okay. Most famous symbols from all of human history. I'm not putting in the swastika, bro. Later tragically appropriated. That's actually so funny that ChatGPT put that in there. Wow, peace is a relatively simple. Dude, why do you keep putting the swastika, bro? It's gonna be hard because I can't just throw them down. Wait, can we go to the actual I'm gonna go to the like uh that the correct name for any given element of reality needs to fulfill an elusive natural standard. Socrates as it introduces Platonic forms in a way that's reminiscent of the Phaedo. Uh, but it also provides a somewhat preliminary treatment of issues that are discussed more fully in later dialogues. What is the chaos star? Huh, that's not a good chaos theory. Oh yeah, like the like geometric unity or whatever it's called. What do they call that? It's not it's like what is that called? This is it. This is the quote that I was looking for. So at the beginning of SICP, there's a quote: "The acts of the mind, wherein it exerts its power over simple ideas, are chiefly these three: combining simple ideas into a compound one, and thus all complex ideas are made. Two, bringing two ideas, whether simple or complex, together and setting them by one another so as to take a view of them at once, without uniting them into one, by which it gets all it gets all its ideas of relations. The third is separating them from all other ideas that accompany them in their real existence. This is called abstraction." Dude, this quote is freaking all time. That's insane, man. I'm evolving? Bro, I'm trying to make one good video. I'm trying to make like, because right now I just stream and all these videos get no fucking views because they're boring as hell. They're just me like goofing off. But I want to make a good video. And the thing is, okay, so let's take an example of a video that I think sort of occupies the same space of mind as the video that I'm gonna make. The inverse square root. This video is one of those programming videos.
In 2005, game company id Software open sourced the engine for their video game Quake 3 Arena. In that source code, fans of the game discovered an algorithm that was so ingenious it quickly became famous. And the only thing this algorithm does is calculate the inverse of a square root. If I had to write a piece of code that would calculate the inverse of a square root, this is how I would do it. Here I'm using the C programming language, the same programming language used for Quake 3. But to be fair, I wouldn't actually write the square root in there myself. People who work more closely with the C language or with CPU design have already figured out how to calculate the square root and then provide that algorithm to us in a math.h file that we programmers can then just include in our program. So what could possibly be so interesting about the Quake 3 algorithm?
No, it's not really the same space, actually. I mean, when it started, I thought, because I really do want it to be, I don't know. I'm actually, as this is, since yesterday, I've sort of changed my mind. Like, I do want it to be a video about computer algebra. Yeah, you just have to think about the audience. Because if it's just a video about Mathematica, then it basically applies to a pretty niche subset of programmers. But what's not clear is if I'm going to transition from making a video about Mathematica targeted towards programmers to a video about the sort of manipulation of symbols on a computer and just symbolism in general in the context of programming. It's not clear how to transition someone that's only interested, that's hooked in by the symbolism to the Mathematica bit. So it's kind of like I need to rewrite the script because right now the script is really the former, which is just this is a video about Mathematica and how it works. But that's like not that cool. Bro, and the freaking man himself is live right now. It's just like he just goes so
bring it
fucking
up
hard.
again. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Make sure. So as far as I'm concerned, I need to see that gone.
Okay.
If it's not
Dude, you just open it up and he's always just laying down the damn law.
going to be gone, you must explicitly get back to me and explain why.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
Why are these things look so terrible here?
Dude, he just knows how to nitpick and like get things right. It's so sick. Wait, hold on. Let's start OnlyFans. Usually people do something stupid or unite a community around a project. Okay, astrology, dude, Terry Davis, yeah, he's great. He's so fucking good. But it's interesting because I did want to, so I was thinking about titles for the video. And right now I'm sort of have like 3 kind of ideas. One is, and this is the original title, and this is sort of what I wrote the script around, is how does Mathematica work? I built my own, and then in Rust is maybe I take that out because it's really a detail that nobody cares about. It's the decision there is mainly, do I think that appealing specifically to Rust audiences is actually going to, like, basically the question is, how does including this affect basically the expectations of viewer duration and click-through rate? Like, whatever. Anyways, that's all I have to say. The other one is the weirdest programming language, and I looked up. I wanted to see in what category I would be put beside. Oh, I closed all these tabs. But if I just look up weirdest programming language, you get these SOLangs. And the thing about these esoteric languages that I want to add a note about in my video is that almost none of these esoteric languages actually support the crucial feature of Mathematica, which is the fact that if you type in X without defining it, it'll return itself. And so it's actually that it's like a justification for why the title weirdest programming language. It does something that these SOLangs, they're actually just like they're like front end parser changes. They're not actually esoteric in terms of a fundamental shift in mentality. You know, they're just like, oh, we made it where you can only use a slash and a greater than or less than sign. It's like, it's not that interesting to me, honestly. Because what is brainfuck actually? I don't actually know. Okay, I guess I don't know how it works. But honestly, I don't care. I don't care about brainfuck. Is it interpreted or is it compiled? I guess it's whatever. Create /Amatica. Oh, here. What's a niche topic? Damn, my stream delay is so annoying. I need to get that stream delay down. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's right. But that's what I'm saying is like no, I disagree. I disagree. I think that there is a way realistically. Okay, let's take another video like let's take another video like the Busy Beaver video. The boundary of computation. This has 1 million views. So what I'm trying to say is that, and this is a pretty, I wouldn't say esoteric, but I would say probably the vast majority of programmers don't know about the Busy Beaver sequence. So this, I would say, is sort of like, if you want to think about audience, is sort of the general size of what I think you could reach. No, but this would be one video. It's one of those timeless videos. No, but this channel was not that established. I don't think. Oh, I guess you're right. But it wasn't that established. Like, he was making videos, like high quality videos for a long time. But this was the video that, like, where he popped off. Everything else is under 100K views, except for this one. But anyways, the point is, this video popped off. How does he start it?
Algorithm, even in theory, could produce numbers that I recently rewatched the number file videos on ridiculously huge numbers, like Graham's number and Tree 3. Just complete brain melting monsters. But this time, one part caught my attention.
Is Busy Beaver of a Google bigger than Tree of a Google?
Yeah, I think the answer is yes.
It's that kind of ballpark, you know.
Yeah. Certainly. These are monsters.
And so, I went down the rabbit hole of the Busy Beaver numbers, and oh my God, I'm convinced this is the most mind-blowing function in existence. I found out that no algorithm, even in theory, could produce numbers that keep pace with this beast.
I still don't understand the proof. Not a random 5-sub channel with a dude. Oh, no. But I'm not, that's not going to be this video. I'm going to, like, be dressed. I'm going to do it like a Vsauce video. Like, take this. He's
Hey,
dressed.
Vsauce.
Let's see.
Hey.
He pops up. I'll do that.
Hey, Vsauce. Michael here. What is the biggest number you can think of? A Google? A Googleplex? A millinillion Olplex? Well, in reality, the biggest number is 40. Covering more than 12,000 square meters of Earth, this 40, made out of strategically planted trees.
Dude, he's so... Oh my god, bro. He's so good.
In Russia,
He
is
just knows how to
larger than
attach
the battalion
people.
markers on Signal Hill in Calgary, the 6 found on the Fauvin badges in England, even the
He knows how to toy with the mind so freaking well. You'd buy into my cotton. Dude, I like where you're thinking though. Like, you're really thinking about appeal. But I don't want to play into the Terry Davis thing. I'm not Terry Davis, bro. Dude, that's crazy. The biggest number. He just... Oh, that's so freaking genius.
Calgary, the 6 found on the Fauvin badges in England, even the mile of pi Brady unrolled on number file. 40 is the biggest number on Earth in terms of surface area. But in terms of amount of things, which is normally what we mean by a number being big, 40 probably isn't the biggest. For example, there's 41. And then there's 42, and 43, a billion, a trillion. You know, no matter how big of a number you can think of, you could always go higher. So there is no biggest last number. Except infinity? No. Infinity is not a number. Instead, it's a kind of number. You need infinite numbers to talk about and compare amounts that are unending. But some unending amounts, some infinities, are literally bigger than others. Let's visit some of them and...
The amazing thing about this, look, this got... I mean, obviously this was... Can we go to Social Blade? And look at... Dude, I feel like Social Blade sucks too. Wait, but let's go to Vsauce. And we want to look at the sub count graph. What a terrible dude. How do I find the graph of subscribers over the past 10 years? Can you get an all-time? I don't think you can get an... Ugh, that sucks, man. And oh, that was your initial, but that's your initial impression on my stream, and I'm fine to do that on stream. But like, this is not gonna go on my stream channel. This is gonna go on a channel that's specifically for my high quality project videos. Like, eventually, I'm gonna put the turret. Like, I make a high quality turret video, and I want to make one about Mathematica. But I don't want it to be... Yeah, fuck. I guess I cannot put the word... Like, if I was a big baller, I don't know if you were here when I said this. I think you probably were. But if I were a big baller, I would just make the video titled X. It's going to be hard to transition a video titled X into explaining how Mathematica works. That is the big... Ooh, X equals X? I know. I was worried about the Twitter thing too. Yeah. X equals X? But there's something so baller about it just being the letter X. Because X equals X, what does that convey that's new? That at least puts you in the... Okay, we're talking about algebra. That looks like an equation because the use of equals. But just X. It's so beautiful. But I agree that I don't think that the algorithm would, unless it like, I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be tough. But I agree that like there's a lot of advantages to X equals X. It's crazy that you can't get an all-time... Wait. This only goes back a year? Oh, wait, no, wait, hold on. This goes back a month. I thought they did have a 5-year thing. What does Social Blade Premium give you? Ooh, similar channels? I don't even know these people. I feel like this is going to be a very... Yeah, see, this is not emotional, motivational videos. Yeah, it's some Indian guy. These videos are going to be nothing like Vsauce. That's so random. Also, wait, he must just do shorts. Yeah, that's so silly. That's not even... There's no intelligence going on there. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay. What was I gonna do? I was gonna look up Oh yeah, dude, I want to show you this DJI Neo thing. This thing is so fucking cool. It's $200 and it's 135 grams. It's just insane. And I think that this has oh, dude, this thing is so cool, man. 4K. Oh my god, dude. This thing is so cool. I wonder what let's go to the tech specs. I want to know about the camera. Okay. Oh, here's the gimbal. I don't know why they always do mechanical range and controllable range. What is the point of even giving us mechanical range if we can only control it this much? Wow, 100 degrees a second? Dude, this thing is so good. I want to buy one of these so bad. It just came out, bro. I don't know what the no RC obviously it's why does it say no RC? Dude, obviously it's out of stock. It's literally like the coolest thing ever. Dude, that's so funny. Bro, do they even what's the combo give you? It gives you 3 batteries. It's mainly that you just get extra batteries and you get a charging hub. Okay, so you get 20 minutes of flight time. Dude, I'd buy one of these. I want to get notified. Display capture. Dude, oh my god. I want one of these so bad. When does Vsauce start to do like can we start to like okay, so about 14 years ago he starts the channel.
Today, we are going to be giving you the 411 on some things that are going down for the E3 conference. A new Dr. Mario game is going to be announced at E3. What? I know. You, as Dr. Mario, are actually working at a free clinic for the members of Jersey Shore.
Yeah, each level is one of the members of Jersey Shore. The last level, Snooky.
It's covered in virus. I'll have to be honest, I cannot even fathom trying to finish that board.
Yo, I can't beat Snooky.
There's a new Uncharted game.
Bro, what the fuck? Where's the first one where is that Michael? Wait. That's definitely not him. This is him. That's so freaking weird, dude. So he leaves up a bunch of random stuff. Dude, Vsauce literally like compare like Veritasium is up there, but Vsauce in terms of just like his approach and the whole thing, he's all time. He's just like insanely goated. And it's just so funny that this is the first time I even knew about his hilarious background of just like
Do you remember Game Genie? This is what would happen if Mario had a magic mushroom.
Oh, I love that.
Someone's hallucinating.
What I love about this is the Game Genie codes themselves are hilarious. The codes he's using are Zinli, Pigpog, and I gay.
In Conqueror's Bad Fur Day, you actually fight living poop, diarrhea. Comes alive. And it's after you.
No.
It's freaking scary.
No.
It is the most scary villain ever. Can you imagine if your poop rose out of the toilet and then wanted to attack you? That's E. coli.
That did happen to me last week, actually, but I had these weird tacos. This WTF was submitted to Vsauce by the Staff Sarge, and I couldn't be more thankful. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. This guy has, I don't know, some sort of broken spine or something, and it looks like he's,
This is the holy grail of every dude's fantasy.
I don't see what's so weird about it.
I think it's freaking amazing. I think he deserves a medal.
Dude, it's so funny that there's so much random sexual content in his old videos. I mean, I don't know who this woman is, but he gets some hot girl and he's just like, I don't know. It's so random, man. They did stand up at Comic-Con? What is the history of Vsauce? Dude, right? Like, how silly is that? It's just so funny. Where was I? Okay, wait. So we're trying to figure out basically when did he start to transition, and what was his first video? Because I want to see. Dude, I mean, there's so much just like hot. Dude, it's just like so silly. Oh my god, dude. It's just like so many boobs, bro.
Hey, Vsauce, I've got a quick and fun video for you today because I made a mistake. Last week on episode 10 of IMG, I showed a picture and I said, cats and dogs cooperating. However, if you look at the picture for more than a second, you can tell that it's not a cat, it's a monkey. When a commenter pointed that out to me, my mind was blown. And so now I'm gonna return the favor. Prepare to get blown. In the mind. First stop, Super Mario Galaxy. Many of you may have already discovered this, but if you read each letter, and only each letter that has a star underneath it on the cover of the game, it spells out, you are Mr. Gay.
Dude, that... Still, he's goated. It's crazy how goated Michael Stevens is. Like, all right, let's take Veritasium. Veritasium is more directed. It's not as... His oldest videos will probably be those man on the street type of thing. Yeah, exactly. And they're short. They are all science videos, though. Man on the street things. He doesn't go as abstract with it. Like, all right, let's see. What are his most popular videos? All right, this video is all time for sure. I don't remember really. How does it start off?
These are shade balls. They're being dumped into this water reservoir in Los Angeles. And contrary to what you may have heard, their main purpose is not to reduce evaporation. So what are they really for? To find out, I'm visiting the largest collection of these balls anywhere on Earth at LA Reservoir.
Okay, so we're 30 seconds into the video. And what's the thumbnail? Right. Why are 96 million black balls on this reservoir? That's the title. What should the thumbnail be? Hey, okay. That is my question to you, because you're providing some pretty good comments. What if I'm going to make this video, which is, okay, let's just say we get everything we want, which is it starts off with a broad audience, and the expectation is basically it's just a video about symbols, and maybe dude, I don't know how to write this video. I need to just what if I just look up symbol? Yeah, it's always music that gets dude, Adrian Lenker has a song called Symbol. Dude, come on. Easy. You'll never believe. Number 5 will shock you. Nah, what? Okay, here's what I'm trying to figure out. So, if it's just a video about the history of symbols, then it's just like a video essay and it's lame. Okay, I'm gonna take a break from looking at my computer. I'm just gonna pace back and forth for a little bit. I gotta think about this. Okay, here's what I'm thinking maybe. So you start off a video, you're holding a stack of papers and they're like color printed symbols, and you say, what does this mean to you? And this, or this. What about this? And they're all like, I don't know. I would definitely start off with the poop emoji. I feel like that's gonna be that's great. I'm so down to do that. What does this mean to you? How about this? And maybe after like 3 or 4, it ends with X. And then the idea would be you would transition to talking about programming by saying what the subtext is that programming is the most successful formal uh I mean, programming is the act of formally defining the usage of patterns of symbols, and using that as a proxy for doing things or for performing actions. And so the question there is then, is it good? That's the problem. Is it good? All right, we're gonna do poop emoji. What does this mean to you? How about this? Or this? For tens of thousands of years, humans have used symbols to communicate. But I don't want to just give a history lesson, because a history lesson is so lame. dude, you're so good, man. That's so funny. Oh wait, I want to say muted. Oh wait, can I say muted? I don't know. What's up, man? I guess you mute the stream. Dude, this picture is so good.
Is it?
Dude, it's so funny.
It's just atrocious, honestly.
What? Oh wait, your mic is kind of quiet. I don't know.
I was trying to connect my gosh, how's it called? Like headphones that you put into your ears, like inside. Oh
Oh
god,
yeah,
never mind.
yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to connect them. Yeah.
Yeah, you
How's
sound
your
good.
robot? Like your thing?
Huh?
How's your turret? Your robot? Like a
Okay, here,
solenoid thing?
I'll show you. So I have, so yeah, you were in this stream. So 2 days ago, or wait, no,
Yeah.
yesterday, no, 2 days ago, I designed this, which,
yesterday.
so 2 days ago, I designed this, and the problem with this was that,
Yeah, I remember. The ball would get stuck inside of it.
no, that was the other one. This is new. So oh yeah, sorry, I forgot.
Oh.
So I got, oh no, I'm dumb. Last night I designed this. Yeah, and it's supposed to fit this thing called a solenoid in it, and a solenoid basically is a coil of wire with like a nail in it, basically. And when you put current through these wires, this thing shoots forward.
Yep.
And so I designed this last night, but the problem with this is the hole, the way I designed it, the hole was too small. And so I was templating out, and I think I got it working exactly how I want it. So if you have a ball like this, it doesn't go all the way through, but with the thing, it goes, and it comes out. So, oh yeah, so I probably should reprint this so I can test this later. But I've been obsessed with this idea of trying to make this video, because I really do think like there should be a video that like concisely to a general programmer audience explains why Mathematica is such a sick language.
That's a different video than the shouldn't thing, right?
Yeah. So this, I mean, I'm still in the progress of building this. So the video for this isn't going to come out for probably at least a month or two. But I simultaneously want to start. Here, I'll just show you what I have so far. I think I played it, but so right now, this is how I was going to start the video. Let me mute my mic.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, wait, here. Maybe, but let's see how bad it comes through.
Every programming language errs if you try to use a variable before defining it. All
right, so yeah, so that was actually, I'm not an editor, right? So this is like all new to me. So making it visually captivating and like doing all of that is like a huge challenge for me. But basically, this is how I was going to start the video. So yesterday, I sort of wrote the draft of the script that is titled how does Mathematica work? I built my own to find out, which I think is like not terrible, but pretty narrow in its audience appeal. Like there's pretty small group of people that would be interested in clicking on that. And the intro to the video is showing that basically none of the programming languages that people actually use, Python, JavaScript, C, Rust, etc., Java, whatever, allow you to refer to a variable or an identifier without first defining it. I don't know. What do you think of that hook? What do you think of the start sentence?
Wait, but Java don't. Wait. JavaScript does.
No, if you like start up Node, you just start up Node and you type in X, it says X is not defined.
Yeah, because it is not defined, it's undefined.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
If you disable a strict mode, it's a when you mention a variable in JavaScript, even if you haven't declared it with let or const or var, you can still use it.
You're talking about like in a function body or something like that?
Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying is that
as long as it's not a strict node. If it's strict node, then you'll get the reference exemption because the value wasn't defined. That in a non-strict node, you can
how do
use
I
it.
turn on non-strict mode then?
Honestly, I'm not sure if it works in REPL.
Where do I go to try it?
Can you just do something like x equals 1?
Yeah, but then x equals 1.
Yeah, because it's defined now.
But that's what
the
I'm
variable
saying.
itself is not declared, but the value inside of the variable is well, okay, there's a bit of misunderstanding, I believe. There is a type in Node in JavaScript, right, in V8 and in the standard of ECMAScript called undefined. You can have a declared variable of type undefined.
Oh wait, how do I do that?
Actually, any variable has type undefined, well, until the moment you define it as something. You can, oh wait,
Oh,
what?
okay, yeah, for sure. Wait, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Wait, why can't I? Okay, right. So, okay, but it's still okay. So I get your point, but still, the behavior of JavaScript is that when it's running and it hits something of type undefined, it errors.
No, it doesn't. It will return undefined.
But then why is it when I type
It
X
errors.
or Y,
Yeah.
or sorry, I don't know why it keeps doing yield.
Honestly, no idea.
No,
there will be yield. But wait, the
No.
yield either is already. I think it's a keyword in a generator functions.
Yeah. That was a mistake. What I'm talking about is this last line: is Y uncaught reference error.
I believe it's because it's trying to pass it into some sort of serializer, and this serializer does not support undefined values because, well, it's an undefined value. That's like a null in Java, or that in JavaScript we also have null, but it has slightly different notation to it.
Okay, but the semantics are still different. Like I think my point still stands. Is it's not a symbolic language in that when I type X and then enter, I get back literally the exact same thing. Like
yeah, you get the value of X.
Right, but the value of X is itself.
Yeah, it's undefined because you haven't assigned anything to X. I believe it makes sense. Yeah, but considering that it's a food gun essentially, because you may have made a typo. For instance, you had a variable called x1, and you accidentally return x2 that wasn't assigned, wasn't declared, and you suddenly get undefined. That's why standard committee of JavaScript decided it was a good idea to disallow using not declared variables in a strict mode.
Right, but what I'm saying is that yeah, so in most languages consider it a problem, a foot gun, to basically not be able to or to be able to refer to identifiers that don't have definitions, that are undefined. But Mathematica is fundamentally different in that it uses it as its main feature. Because now I can replace X and replace it with something else, or replace it with 1, or replace it with a whole different, a whole different thing.
I guess. I don't know much about Mathematica. Like, if it's a feature, I mean, cool. I mean, good work.
Well, you don't remember? I mean, you were there for a lot of the development of that, though. I remember showing this to you. Anyways, all I'm saying is that
I mean, I remember that how it works. I remember that the idea that I'm not sure if I would call it the main feature. Like, that's cool.
It absolutely is. The fact that it's symbolic, that I can do X times X, even though X is not defined. Where can you do that? Where can I do Y times Y? Or wait, let's just do you.
Why? Wait.
Like, because now I
Wait,
mean,
but
go ahead.
wait, but that's an assumption of y being a type with a defined operation of y of multiplication.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that's true.
Like, can you have strings in Wolfram as a
Yeah.
variable? What
Yeah,
happens if you
So
multiply string by string?
that's a good question. High squared, dude. That's so fucking cool. That's so fucking cool, man. Dude, that's awesome.
I mean, yeah, it just treats it as a name of a variable.
No. The head of this is gonna be different. Oh wait, the head is gonna be pow. Let's do this.
The had? What is had?
Okay, so okay, so if you remember okay, let's just take a normal expression. So this is an expression in Mathematica. Power of the string high, comma 2. So head is an operation. Let's just see what the documentation is. But the head returns that power. So head returns the first element of the list. So you have an expression, and you have an AST. You just return the top thing of that node. So yeah, head of f of a b. Yeah, dude, it's so sick. Like you cannot call a function. Is this how you call a function? Probably, right? You cannot, but in this program, you can just call a function and it just itself. And then, you pass around this stuff and you manipulate just the symbolic representation of calling a function with 3 different arguments. And it doesn't error because all of these symbols just evaluate to themselves.
I mean, isn't it just a syntax?
No.
You could do something extremely similar in JavaScript by immediately invoked function.
All right, if you can show me how you can, I mean, I'm positive that there's literally no way to do exactly this in JavaScript.
With the same syntax? No, obviously no, because that just made as short as possible. Because what we would do essentially in JavaScript, you would declare a function, then you would immediately call it. You do it with an extra set of parentheses. You wrap a function and then you call it. In this case, you would probably send it to debug menu to display itself.
Yeah, exactly.
That JavaScript doesn't have much of reflection. So
anyways, yeah, so anyways, the video is basically going to be describing that this sets this idea that symbols can just be treated as symbols in the world, and that later it's just taking the idea of algebra to the next level. Really, you have symbols that just refer to things in the world, like trees or animals or people, and takes that to the extreme of symbols are just symbols in themselves. Like, the most amazing thing is if you wanted to implement Boolean, okay, let's just say that I have my true. This is a symbol, and my true, my false is also a symbol. If I wanted to start to define Booleans, the way I would do it is I would just say not, well, the coolest thing is that they already have all of these symbols, but basically, not of true returns false. But true is just a symbol. It's just a name. Like, in other languages, you have to manually implement all this, but Boolean data types are implemented in the language itself. So if I do
wait,
not,
what? I'm confused.
Not of high.
Don't all languages have booleans?
This is the coolest thing to me is it's all a pattern. Like they have a pattern where if you nest knots, then they cancel out. Is it log of exp?
Yeah, you can do it in C++, I think.
But I feel like you're not getting my point though. Like the point is that other languages you. I mean, they're all Turing.
You can override not operator to return any type in there.
Yeah, but you
So
can't.
could like.
But that's what I'm saying. Is okay. Let's say you have not, and you overwrite it on strings, and it just returns the string itself. But like, can you do the symbolic simplification that not of high? What you do is you'd have to make a type called not, and it would like wrap a string, and then you'd have to like, I don't know, if like not gets called on another not, then it eliminates. But this is like all defined in a pattern. Like the way I would do it in cas3 is I would say not of pattern x, what is it? I forget how to write this. I'm pretty sure it's like that. Is oh yeah.
Holy moly.
Set delayed. And then you just write x. And so literally this describes for any expression in the entire language that you give it, for any input x, if there's two knots, you just delete them. So it's like so powerful.
It is.
I mean,
that's the purpose of the language, I guess.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Is you have to concede that like even though all these languages that we're talking about, JavaScript, C++, they're Turing complete. So you can do all of this, but they're not the same. It's just not how those languages operate. Those languages are like, okay, I need to do this little procedure and I need you to specify the data before you do anything. Whereas this says, okay, you can just give me the data later. I'll build up the expression. And then once you're ready to swap out the symbols for real values, you can do that. Right? So like I can just give you an f of x, y, z where nothing is defined. And then you can be like, well, once I get my x, y, z, then I can replace this with, and so it's just like a very a different way to do things.
That's convenient.
But I agree there's a ton of foot guns. Like if I say x equals x plus 1, I get a stack overflow.
Interesting.
Because what it's trying to do, what the set, so if I pipe this into a, I think full form holds. Okay, well, whatever. The full form of this expression, meaning if I were to write it out simply as an S expression, or an M expression in this case, it would be, or no, yeah, it would be set x plus 1, or plus x1. So this is what that expression here looks like. And what set does is set literally just takes this and replaces it with this. But then this, it's just going to keep recursing. Because now when you evaluate x is set as the expression this, and so it's just going to keep doing it. What you could do is you could do y is, you could do what's called a set delayed, which means it doesn't actually evaluate this until the variable is called. So this will work, but now y has a definition, and the second that I evaluate this, it's going to recurse forever.
Okay. Reminds me of Kotlin streams.
Of Kotlin what?
Streams like oh wait, was it in Java? Yeah, I think in Kotlin streams are eager, and in Java they're lazy. Can you do something similar?
Oh yeah, right. You can delay the evaluation of it until later. But so for most,
and you could recursively set the variable as well.
But so for most function definitions, you do delayed. What is? Oh wait, let me do fact because I always forget. Wait, fib is just fib of n minus one. Oh wait, fib of n minus one plus fib of n minus two. Is that right? I always forget.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then so you can
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
do this,
I'm
and then
sorry.
you just say fib of 0 is defined
Wait,
as
don't you need like conditions?
no,
Yeah.
it's all
Okay.
pattern matched. So
Yeah, yeah, makes sense.
is this right? I forget if this is. Anyways, now I can do fib of. Obviously,
Yeah,
you need
also
the
need
dynamic
one.
programming. Like this is actually a slow definition, but it demonstrates the pattern matching.
Wait, wouldn't it be dynamic under the hood? I mean, it would cache every result, wouldn't it? Makes sense.
No, I don't. I don't think so. I think it has to recurse. I don't think that there's any because it's not going to be in here. It's not call. It's not. It's not going to be defining these. It's only this is the slow implementation. It's not going to cache anything.
Okay. I mean, it would make sense if it did, because in an expression you would have everything defined.
You would have to. No, I don't. I don't know how you do it, but you would have to call set. You'd have to call set. You'd have to call set within the body of this function so that anytime it like in here it modifies the global state. There's a context that determines all this stuff that remembers that x equals 1 if you define x or whatever.
Okay.
But the coolest
Oh,
thing to
that
me
would
is
be.
just that you have oh wait, clear all. How do you use this again? Oh wait. Can't you just do it for everything? Anyways, that's a little refresher of it. But yeah, so anyways, now that we've done a refresher on Mathematica, the the first sentence of the video is almost every programming language errors if you try to use a variable before defining it, which I think is a true statement. Like,
I mean, it's just a syntax, isn't it? In Mathematica, you just when you use the anything, you define it at the same time. That's honestly, it just seems to be a rather minor detail.
that's what I'm saying, but it's not a minor detail. That's what I'm saying. The whole language is centered around the idea that symbols can be referred to without defining them.
Well, okay. Well, I don't know. It just sounds like a huge food gun to me, but okay.
God, it's so powerful. The fact that you can like
No doubt. I mean, it's really convenient when you define a mathematical formula, right, or some kind of expression. It makes sense. I mean, imagine if you would have like 10 lets about your expression.
what is that thing that is it box? Or where's that thing that draws a framed? That's so sick, dude.
Oh.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
where else can you do that? Where like you have, so okay, here I'll show you. So the result of this is an expression of f of f of f all the way down to foo, and then you replace that with the function framed, and now you have a bunch of boxes around it. I mean, it's just so cool. So the fact that f is not defined is actually a superpower. Because what you would have to do in every other language is you would have to call nest of framed, which is the same thing. But here, you're like, okay, maybe at the time I don't really know what f is, but I can mess around with it later. I mean, look, you're right in the sense that virtually every popular programming language that people actually use in production does not do it this way, and it's for good reason. It's because this is sort of a foot gun,
Scope
and
is
it's
bigger.
easy. Huh?
Because the scope is much bigger. You just write a single expression. Imagine if you had like a random variable name in a code base of 1,000 lines or 1,000,000 lines. You're like, what the hell is this for doing in here?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Say you had a, I don't know, like database success layer or anything, and there you have a undeclared function with a short name. I've seen it somewhere.
Yeah, but anyways, so just like, yeah.
That would be one of, well, 2 videos.
This would be one of 2 videos. Yeah, right now, pretty much have 2 videos in the pipeline.
Would you make another channel? Oh, because
I
I thought
have
you
another
had something on
channel.
your YouTube.
Are you subbed to my channel?
YouTube? I think I've been there, but yeah, I'm not subbed.
Okay, I have.
But I've been there. I've visited it.
Yeah,
I've seen some music there.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other one. So I have one where I post. Okay, I think it's all linked in Discord, but I have this one, which is basically just all of the streams. So all of the streams I have logged, but then there's another one, which is this one, and this one has music, but this is where I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
this one.
This is where I'm gonna put the. This is where I'm gonna put the Mathematica video.
Hmm.
Okay, but so anyways, I mean, I like that you're challenging me on this because like I really want this video to be good. And it's hard since I just, a year ago I spent like 100 hours and basically a month of my life devoted to recreating Mathematica. So like it's hard for me to distance myself from
Just that
that
I already
experience.
can see people. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
I can already see people in comments saying, so what?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
so
okay.
what?
Right.
What's so cool about it?
What's so cool about it?
Like, okay, boomer.
Yeah. So okay, so I had that in my to-dos. And this was okay, so like this was what I had is I need a good explanation for why symbolic programming is powerful. And the examples that I were going to show is that you can easily implement Boolean logic and basically algebraic simplifications. And so I was going to do 2 things. The simplification of Boolean expressions by writing patterns like what I just showed you. And then the other one is showing that it's really easy to implement derivatives, like to compute the derivative of algebraic expressions. Like writing the product rule is.
Can you define?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it possible to define the method, operation, function itself? Can you define not?
Can I define not? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a very good one. That's actually what I should do. So okay, let's say we have not, and this is my not. So okay, here we can see not is undefined right now because it returns itself, right? So now this is how I would define not. Not of the symbol true is defined as false. Not of false is defined as true. Now I can do not of true. And I can do not of true.
Wait, what happens if you have not 5?
It just returns itself. There's no pattern that matches that expression.
But how do you make it return 5?
Okay, not of x. Wait, no, sorry. Wait, this will work. Okay, so this is the definition where double not eliminates. So basically what this stands for, this underscore, is it means that x is a named pattern of expression, and that pattern of expression matches any expression. So now if I do not of 5, I get back 5.
Awesome. Could you please scroll up and show me what's left in that?
Where?
Where you had not thing somewhere on top.
Oh yeah, this.
Oh, here. Yeah. Wait, what was that log XP thing?
Oh,
I guess I missed
this
it.
one, so e to the x of log of x eliminates. This is a similar example of how not. So the way that this would be defined is x of log of x pattern is defined as x. So this is another one of these ways that it's super easy to start writing symbolic simplifications in the language itself. So the reason why the language is so cool is working with symbols allows you to define patterns on just combinations of symbols without reference to what their type really is. Now, I could say this too, where this only holds.
I think I'm being ascended here.
Huh?
I think I'm being ascended here.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm getting ascended. So, okay,
hell yeah.
As far as I understand, the symbol itself does not have the inherent meaning in the language, except the predefined matching it has.
Except, sorry, I didn't catch the last part.
Except predefined matching. So, for instance, this not thing that you have in 11, right? Yeah. It's just that standard library defines not as like not node of x equals x.
Right.
So it's not like not is an embedded thing into the language. It's just the part of the standard library of symbols.
Not is implemented in the language itself. That's what's so cool.
Okay, I understand. So you can effectively create any operation.
Yeah.
That would look like a standard symbol, a standard operation, like say like operation like maybe 2 that multiplies every even number, and every odd number would be the same.
Wait, what do you mean?
So what I'm saying is that you could also create some like a custom how do you even call them? Because I would call them operation, because in other languages that would usually be an operation, right? Like a note operation. What I was saying is that you could probably also create something like something similarly random, say operation that multiplies only even numbers, right?
Oh, right. Yeah. Right. So okay, I forget how you do condition. patterns, but yes, you can match on conditionals. Right. This is an example. So f of x is defined as some other thing only if, so now if I do f of 5, I get PPP of x. But if I do f of -1, I get f of -1. The thing is, this is one of those things that
Wait. Hold on. I need to parse this thing. Wait, where does -1 come from?
Wait, what do you mean? I just typed in -1.
Why does F5 returns PPP? I can't see that.
Okay, so
why does it return?
It's because of this. So so we have a function definition here, and
Yeah,
this
I understand.
whole expression.
I don't understand how it affects.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I just don't understand how it affects the result. Like in line 39, you have like if anything comes into f, into function f, then return PPPx, right? And then like if x more than 0, then what?
No, yes. So
I can see why it returns PPP because 5 more than 0, right? I understand in 40, right? In 42 doesn't seem to make sense. Like, yeah, I do understand that it's less than 0, but is it just the default behavior that kicks in because the I
So
think I got it,
let's
right?
parse this, okay? All right. So I know this is a jumble, but just stick with me. So
wait, I have only one question.
Yeah.
In 42 and out 42, do we get -6 because the default, in quotes, behavior of a function kicks in? That is, when we pass it into the function, it returns itself because the condition on line in 43 is not matched.
Exactly. So now if I were to
Okay.
do this, if I were to do this, oh wait, sorry. Wait, hold on. I messed up. So I'm gonna evaluate this. Wait, okay, yeah. There, and then I'm gonna do less than 0. And now
I understand, yeah. Yeah, I got it. Another question is how do you make wait, okay, never mind, it's not a question. I wanted to ask is how do you make else, but it doesn't make sense because you can just match the
exactly.
inverted
So
condition.
if we go to cas3's standard library, in cas3's standard library, I have startup probably. Okay, so here
Very nice extension you have there.
What?
I'm saying that very nice extension, file extension you have there.
Oh, Sexby? Yeah, hell yeah. So I defined, so I wrote if, this is all, the whole definition of if. If true, then you evaluate, so this is a function definition on the head if, and it takes 3 things. It takes
hold on. Wait, it's so hard for me to parse this thing.
Yeah,
the
I know.
square thing were honestly easier a bit for me.
No, I agree. And that's why it was just easy for me to write this parser, but I agree that the other way of doing it is way better.
I'm like, I'm just trying to find another set of like the decloak in parenthesis every single time.
Yeah, I know.
Is set D same as set delayed?
Yeah.
Okay, could you please explain it then?
Okay. So
if true.
So that's
then what?
Right. So okay, wait. So okay, the head of set the first argument to set D is going to be that right-hand side of the let's see, where's my Mathematica? Okay, so this definition, it has a set delayed at the beginning, and it takes in the pattern object. So this pattern object is what we're working with here. So what the pattern is for the input of if is 3 things. So it takes 3 arguments. If takes 3 arguments. First, it takes basically the value of the condition. Then it takes basically what happens, what it's going to turn into if true, and what it would turn into if not true. So basically, if we match this expression, all we do is return x. But if we return false, then we do the second argument. That didn't feel like a good explanation, but I'm trying to think of a better way to describe it. I forget what the...
Could you please show me how it works in the... Sorry.
Okay, so let's do our own if. Yeah. So if it's gonna be condition and then AB. So this is the general format of if calls in the language, right? So basically what this means is if C is true, we want to evaluate A. If C is not true, then we want to evaluate B. Or specifically, if C is false, we want to evaluate B. I'm pretty sure if you do if ZZZ AB, it returns itself. But if you do if false AB, you get B.
Okay. So if is defined in terms of true and false that are already defined in the static standards, I don't know, library.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And it's defined in terms of a pattern. And it says this fits the pattern so if we were to define our own if would be if false, and I'm doing lowercase because it's specifically not this false, but it doesn't really matter. X blank, Y, or wait, let's do A blank, B blank is defined as A. So what we're saying is if you remember the underscore blank means that this can stand for literally any expression. It will match on any expression. So this definition will match the following. And this could be a function call with XYZ in it. This could be another thing. It really doesn't matter. It could even be a higher order function where it calls itself, but it doesn't matter because it's still going to, oh wait, I can't evaluate X because we already defined it as that X plus 1 thing. So, oh yeah, wait. No, actually we could. It won't, I don't think it'll get evaluated if we did this. Oh no, it still evaluates that. That's fine though.
What's happening
Oh
here?
wait, my bad. And then wait, I actually want to look at hold rest. Oh yeah, hold rest. So wait, this will work. Do I have that? I probably do have that. Because otherwise, let's test it out. I don't even know if I have wait, how do I zoom out?
M1.
I want to run my
Shift and minus.
How do I zoom out? What the hell? Okay.
Shift and minus. Yeah.
Okay, so but yeah, but I can't, for some reason I can't do it in my terminal. Okay.
There is F10 and something to collapse it, I don't know.
Oh wait, I have to compile cas3 really quick.
Oh no.
But yeah, so oh wait, I'll probably lag. You probably won't be able to hear me because I'm gonna lag like crazy.
Why are you trying to do that?
Well, I want to test if I'm matching the behavior, just for my own sake. I mean, I could just check the source code, but oh no. Oh no.
Wow. Oh no.
Oh no. Wait, hold on. I could try, well. Oh, yeah, actually, no, but I don't know if you remember, but I actually made cas8. So I made a bunch of versions as I was trying to get the pattern matcher to work. But this one does not depend on that stupid precision thing. It depends on, I think that in the expression type, I don't even use a big, yeah, I don't use big ints or big floats. I just use normal floats. So that I didn't have to depend on glib or any of that crap. Because I remember that wasn't, so let's see. But the thing is, I don't think I have any of the, oh, I do. I have bool. So let's go to,
Lazy static is more or less deprecated now.
okay.
Hmm?
1 sec. Okay, set delayed of x plus x1. So if I were to type x and enter in here, I'm gonna get a crash. So now I want to test if false x y. Oh, so what I would need to do is to but hold rest might not be. Wait, no, is it hold rest? No, it's not hold rest. Oh yeah, it's hold rest. I don't know if I implemented hold rest. I don't know if cas8 actually has any. Oh yeah, I did. I'm sick, bro. Dude, this language is so fucking good. Oh my god, I'm so proud of this shit. It's so good. Oh hell yeah. I'm so happy with that. Okay,
I have no idea what it means, but
okay, so
good.
there's another layer. There's another layer on top of um how the evaluator of Mathematica works, which I do want to include in the script because it's kind of important. But basically, they have an attribute system, which is a way of tagging symbols with like meta information, and it's all implemented. Well, it's some of it is implemented on the Rust side, but then the way that you set attributes is implemented in the language itself. But basically, I called this function attributes on the symbol if, and it gave me back a list. So if I were to call full form on this, again, those curly braces are just a wrapper around the expression list. But anyways, you get a list of symbols back, and these symbols tell the evaluator what to do. And so basically what hold rest does is it will evaluate the first, but it will not evaluate the rest. So basically it stops evaluation at the first one, and it doesn't evaluate this. And the reason why this is a good test of that is because if it evaluated the rest of its arguments, then it would have evaluated x, and x would have crashed the program. But since we didn't crash, it means that x and y were not evaluated up until the pattern was matched. So it evaluated f false, and then it just kept going, and so then we didn't crash. So that's like how I know that this hold rest attribute set worked properly. And so now I
Yeah,
could
makes sense.
just put this in the standard library of my programming language. I could just put this up here, and then it would like work. Oh wait, because I evaluated x. Oh, I just love that so much. And then you can just do set y, replace all y z of z. Or wait, zz. I mean, you can just do so much. Oh no. Oh wait, that. Wait. Wait. Oh yeah, no, I know why. Dude, I'm so the thing is, there's not a lot of safeguards in this language, so it's very easy to crash the program. But yeah, it just needs to be a list. Oh yeah, and then you need to do replace all. Right, list rule y. Okay, there we go. And then we make set y equal to this. Then we do the wait. Oh wait. Okay. Anyways, it's just like you can just play around with expressions and with no regard to what they really mean. It's just like such a wild thing. But yeah, so it's clear to me though from just describing this to you that it's going to be pretty hard to get this script to be exciting and to fully, you know, and clearly explain what it is that sets it apart.
And it's pretty obvious, right?
Well, I don't know. We've been on this
Just that
call
you would
for a
need to
while.
make it fun.
Yeah, I need to make it fun. Yeah. Right now I don't really have any of the funny stuff or the thing that keeps people engaged. Right now it's mostly just like what is it that I want to say without it, and then I was going to like add it in later.
Hey, just make sure you don't forget red arrows, clickbaits, and boobs.
Dude, I love that thing you put in Discord. It's so
That's
freaking
important.
funny. With the Mathematica logo too. And the poop emoji. Bro, I honestly, like low-key I might use that. That's like so funny.
Oh no. Oh no. That would be.
Oh man.
It's
How
just
late is it
scary,
there? Is it
honestly.
late for you?
It's almost 11 p.m.
Yeah. You're plus 9. Yeah, you're plus 9.
Plus 9.
You're like
Technically, I'm plus 1. All right.
what?
Wow.
Oh yeah,
UGC
from
plus 1.
GMT or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, right. No, I'm GMT minus 8. You're right. You're plus 9 relative to me, is what I meant.
Yeah. I got it.
Yeah, that's oh my god.
Actually, wait, GMT, isn't it called UTC or what was the difference?
Oh yeah. I think I'm thinking of UTC. Wait, is UTC the same as GMT actually?
Hey, GMT is measured from midday, whereas UTC is measured from midnight. What?
Oh really?
So what?
Well, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
so random. That's goofy as hell.
Is UTC minus 6 and GMT minus 6 the same? And does that mean it's US local time? Oh god, it's astronomy versus atomic. Oh god.
What?
That's awful.
GMT is measured from midday, whereas UTC is measured from midnight. UTC is the legal basis of the world. What the? Okay, we're probably on the same astronomy versus atomic clock. We're probably on the same Stack Overflow post.
Yeah, I left this post because that's just nonsense. It's too many words. I'm not reading that.
Yeah. Let me ask ChatGPT.
Oh, here. GMT is mean solar time calculated at the Greenwich meridian. Meridian? How do I pronounce that? And UTC is based on extremely regular ticking of cesium atomic clocks. All right. I mean, I guess I tend to trust cesium atomic clocks more than solar time measured somewhere at the Greenwich.
Yeah.
There we
I
are.
didn't even realize that they were different. I honestly just sort of assumed they were the same. That's so. Oh yeah, in practice, both
Wait,
GAT and UTC
yeah.
are used interchangeably.
Yeah. Just they different how they measure the time.
Yeah. That's so random. Okay, so anyways, this is the script I have so far. If you have notes, I can share it to you too.
Where's script? I didn't see it.
Am I on stream yet?
Oh yeah, just a delay.
So yeah, so this is what I have right now. But I really want it to be like, I've been watching videos and just like thinking about writing, but in general, just about making something that people want to watch. And before you do anything, you really have to define and think about the audience that you're intending it for. And so right now, this script is intended for just a programming audience. But for me to be satisfied with the video, I think I want to transition to something that captures the imagination of just like, that captures the imagination and just talks. It's more, it's like more of a timeless video talking about symbols and how we developed these computers that can manipulate symbols, but it's weird that almost none of the programming languages just let us talk about symbols as being placeholders for anything. And so I have to like rework this, but I'll just do a quick read through of what it is right now. Almost every programming language.
Did you scroll up or scroll down? Yeah, I already read it.
Oh, you read it. Sweet. Yeah. So so this is to the end.
Okay. Do be confused.
Where?
Literally just a symbol.
Yeah. So it's weird because it's like the true false thing. It's like you can type in symbol, like symbol is a symbol.
Wait, symbol? What? A symbol, like your thing, or symbol is like the thing.
Like what I'm saying is,
From
if I
the
type
like
X,
library.
or wait, sorry, ZZZ, this is a symbol, right? So if I look at the head of this, head is the function for type of, you get a symbol. But symbol is its own symbol.
Okay.
So yeah, so I want to.
I see.
So the script doesn't actually show what I'm gonna put on screen, and so I need to start getting all the visuals down.
Yeah, I guess you just need to explain what symbol or head is.
Yeah.
Yes, you say with the function ahead,
Okay,
compute the type of the.
Let me just do this is how you spell your name, right? OLEH.
OLEH. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you already explained it. I guess that should be fine if you like illustrate it a bit.
Yeah. The visuals are definitely the because that's the thing about the thumbnail and all of this stuff is like the thumbnail and the title basically define what to expect. And similarly, like the visuals, well, they just need to be a strong aid, because with just these words, it's going to be really hard to follow along.
Honestly, it feels less of Vsauce and more of that numerophilia guy. or
Oh.
like blue something. I forgot his.
Wait, you're
his
talking
thing.
about number file?
Yeah, I think.
This feels
And
like a
there was another guy like blue something, like blue ocean,
three
blue
blue and brown.
maybe. It feels more like it because we engage in videos. This one is more about on topic.
Yeah, right. Because Vsauce videos tend to meander around a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I guess whatever that means.
I couldn't.
Meander.
It means like it means like let's see, meander.
Walk around.
It means
How do I
follow a
spell it?
winding course, a winding curve or bend. It just means like it tends to zigzag. It tends to it doesn't have as clear of a direction.
Wait, that's an actual word?
Meander, yeah. Wait, one second.
Okay, good to know.
That's you got something that can handle 8 amps of current though? I think I saw a kit. I love buying those kits. All right. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, dude, I am so into this studying YouTube videos now. Cuz I mean, really it's like you're going head to head against everyone else trying to make the best videos. It's like the most challenging thing ever. Okay, let me look at it. Look at me. Let's see what the most. Oh wait, okay. Let's go back to 3 Bone Brown, but I do want to look at number file. But let's just see how he starts out this video. The great thing about this video is that first off, the title is super technical. Well,
Are you showing something or what?
oh, am I not showing anything?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you do. I was just somewhere else.
I mean, the title is technical, but then there's an appeal to.
Could you find the older videos?
Which one? You're talking about?
No, I mean like first ones.
Oh, the oldest?
5, 6 years. Yeah, I don't know.
9 years ago, yeah. Oh, that's actually such a good point.
Yes, still pretty technical.
This is his first video. That's crazy.
E to the pi I equals -1 is one of the most famous equations in math, but it's also one of the most confusing. Those watching this video likely fall into one of 3 categories. 1, you know what each term means, but the statement as a whole seems nonsensical. 2, you were lucky enough to see what this means in some long formulas explaining why it works in a calculus class, but it still feels like black magic. Or 3, it's not entirely clear what the terms themselves are. Those in this last category might be in the best position to understand the explanation I'm about to give, since it doesn't require any calculus or advanced math, but will instead require an open-mindedness to reframing how we think about numbers. Once we do this, it will become clear what the equation means, why it's true, and most importantly why it makes intuitive sense. First, let's get one thing straight. What we write as e to the x is not repeated multiplication. That would only make sense when x is a number that we can count, 1, 2, 3, and so on, and even then, you'd have to define the number e first. To understand what this function actually does, we first need to learn how to think about numbers as actions. We are first taught to think about numbers as counting things, and addition and multiplication are thought of with respect to counting. However, this mode of thinking becomes tricky when we talk about fractional amounts, very tricky when we talk about irrational amounts, and downright nonsensical when we introduce things like the square root of -1. Instead, we should think of each number as simultaneously being 3 things: a point on an infinitely extending line, an action which slides that line along itself, in which case we call it an adder, and an action which stretches the line, in which case we call it a multiplier. When you think about a number as an adder, you could imagine adding it with all numbers as points on the line all at once, but instead, forget that you already know anything about addition so that we can reframe how you think about it. Think of adders purely as sliding the line with the following rule. You slide until the point corresponding to 0 ends up where the point corresponding with the adder itself started. When you successively apply 2 adders, the effect will be the same as just applying some other adder. This is how we define their sum. Likewise, forget that you already know anything about...
the video now?
What's up?
I'm asking you to silently watching the video now.
I'm just silently watching. Well, I always forget why e to the pi I works. So I was actually curious on it, but like
honestly, I don't think I ever known that.
Really? Dude, it's one of the weirdest things ever, man. Anyways, well, I'll skip that. But yeah, so I was thinking of maybe I could do, let's see. I mean, it's likely that I will have to show code because, okay, in the video that I have so far, I just do little screen recordings. But I think it probably would be better if you look at like programming content. Most of it, they do it in a cleaner way where they just show a segment of code like totally isolated, so you don't show any of the VS Code or any of that nonsense. But that would require me to like animate and I would use Manim, which is the thing that he used. He open sourced how he does it. Like he has like if you look at Manim, this is how all these videos are made. So I probably will need to do some sort of Manim scripting to get this right. Let me close a bunch of these tabs.
It's good that you can do it.
Oh, you have the invite? Yeah, for sure.
I mean, most of the codes there would be Mathematica. It's like, it's not like it's complex or a lot of code,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna be. Yeah, it'll be easy to do.
Sauce, Michael here. Earlier this month, I traveled to Kourou in French Guiana with Euronews to watch the launch of a Vega rocket. If it happened while I was there. Waiting at the observation point with only minutes to go, the launch was postponed because of weather. Even though the rocket scientists were using Comic Sans, the rocket didn't take off until the day after I had to be back in London. But made me think, we can send satellites into orbit and people to the moon and predict solar eclipses thousands of years into the future, but yet we cannot reliably predict which way the wind will be blowing in the next hour or so. How can such monumental cosmic movements, light minutes or light years away from us, be understood, whereas the weather, which happens in the very same layer of the atmosphere we live in every day, remains such a mystery? Well, it has to do with the limits of what we know and what we can know. Planetary positions and terrestrial weather.
Bro, by the way, he's like the college I went to and dropped out of is, he's like our most famous alum. He's like our most famous alum. Or he's my favorite alumni of U Chicago.
In the future are determined by their initial conditions.
Yeah, Vsauce. Yeah, if you go to Michael Stevens, U Chicago.
Why did you drop out?
Well, COVID happened and then I just didn't go back. I got a job and then I quit the job. I could go back probably, but I don't know if I want to. Chicago is kind of like a cold, sad place, and California is like a beautiful, it's like a paradise. So
Can't you like switch the university?
yeah, I can, but I don't know if I want to study computer science. Like, is that even a good major anymore?
Oh no, AI will replace you. I don't know. I mean, any education is good enough, I guess.
Yeah, I'm actually about to start taking some classes next week on CNC. So like we're gonna be just
CNC like a. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, like controlling mills and stuff like that. Because I'm getting really into fabrication. Like I want to be an engineer that knows how to not just write software, but like do it all, you know? Like
Yeah, makes sense.
electronics and manufacturing, all that stuff.
Yeah, it could be fun.
Yeah. I mean, the dream is to make YouTube videos, man. I just got to make some good ones.
No, I kind of like the idea of a drone.
Of making a drone?
Yeah, I mean, not just a drone, I mean, whatever you do now, like a turret,
Yeah.
like a shooting thing, right? That could be fun.
The annoying thing is that so many people. Oh, wait, DIY turret. Okay, first off, like so many people have done turret. Like
Oh, really?
so many people have done the turret. So that's why it needs to be something new and it needs to be challenging. So that's why I want to do painting a painting, you know, using a paintball, an automated paintball thing to make art, because it's new, it's somewhat captivating, it's very challenging. It sort of hit my benchmarks of like, you know, it's gonna stress test what I really can do. And anyways, that's how I settled on a turret that shoots paintballs. But so many people have just done the turret.
I built this giant turret that shoots actual darts. No.
I mean, Mark Rover did it.
Who's that?
Oh, here. I remember we've gone over this. He's the guy that this guy.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I remember.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting his name. I don't know.
Yeah. Dude, he's so funny. So
I usually call him Nasagai or something.
Dude, this is the funniest fucking thing ever, bro. Hey, Hinge, for the second time now you've banned and deleted my... Bro, he's just outing himself. It's been 3 years since the divorce. I don't know. He's just such a silly tweet.
What is Hinge?
Hinge is a dating app.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, okay. Let's see what is his most famous video. This guy, like, he's the biggest science YouTuber by far. Like, no one else is as big.
Wait, what?
I mean, 57 million subscribers. That's just like insane.
Yeah, that's not unexpected. I thought it would be like 5 mil, maybe.
No, bro, this guy is huge. This guy's insane. These videos are actually really good. These squirrel maze ones. I think he did a version 3 too.
I mean, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Red arrows, clickbait.
I know. I know.
It works. Like, yeah, it looks stupid
I
sometimes.
know.
It's
Look at
like,
these fucking faces.
but it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I
Like,
do this?
look at that dummy.
I know, dude. Should I do this friggin'? It's just so silly.
I mean, you would probably have to remake it, maybe in better quality, because you have
yeah.
the recording of the stream. But like something stupid just works, and maybe not that, obviously, because that's, I guess, over the top.
It's all about the answer to whether or not I should do it. Basically, lies in what I think the audience is. Like, this is for like little kids, basically, because it's like anybody that has, babies can understand a face that's like, I'm shocked. Babies understand that just by being around people. And so basically, those kind of thumbnails are like treating the viewer like a baby, or at least it's something that is applicable to all people. Like, everyone can understand a shocked face.
I don't know, mate. I would definitely click on that.
You would click on
Like
that?
Terry Davis looking dude. I know that he's cooking.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna make this. Okay, I'm gonna make this the thumbnail to this video, to the video that I'm
Don't
recording
do
right
it, mate.
now. I gotta download this thing.
Ah, okay. All right.
We're just gonna see because I haven't.
Oh God.
Because right now all my thumbnails, I actually do click on, I do make them, but I don't spend. All I do is I typically just take a screenshot from the stream and then upload that. So this is like, because the thing is, I want to. Well, I mean, it's not like they get any videos at all, but there's this guy, dude. Okay, there's this guy, Spheophoria. He popped off, bro. He started like later than me, and he already has 21K subs. But fuck this guy, man. All right. Anyways, he's a good programmer, but fuck this guy, bro.
Why?
No,
What
I know
happened?
he's probably very nice, but I'm just jealous. I mean, the thing is, he does everything how you should do it. Schedule. He does it on schedule. They're basically all 2 hours. And he's also like a goated programmer. Like, he is actually super talented at programming. Like, you don't see him going to ChatGPT and asking him like I do. Like, he just writes shit by hand. He has this playlist where he spent like a month just building an operating system in Rust. Writing an operating system, 66 videos.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So, just passing the seek position, right? Because I just like.
But anyways, he's like
What's up? What's up? What's up?
He actually gets views.
Welcome back, everybody. Today we're.
But so whatever. Mine don't get any views. I think. Let's see, for a couple reasons. One is I leave the stream a lot, so it's like too long and it's not clear what part of the video you should be watching because a lot of the time I'm just like making food or like taking a shit or doing random stuff. But I've sort of changed my mind and I'm just like, these videos, once I make actually good videos about the turret and about the programming language, then like the streams where I make them, like I have the full computer algebra streams where I like build that programming language. But those aren't going to pop off until the actual video pops off.
Wait, that's crazy, honestly.
What?
Like the moment you open the stream, you know that something's happening here. Something is definitely happening.
Wait, say I don't understand what you mean. You have key stream for wait, someone
I mean, the fact.
Yeah.
Do you have keys?
I don't even know what that means.
I'm not sure if that's a joke. I mean, Rust has a game, right?
I always like to go to these people's profiles just to see it. I mean, it's so interesting. Like, I would have expected, I don't know why, but I always expect that the people that comment are streamers themselves, but they never are. Basically, nobody that watches the stream is a streamer themselves. They're pretty segregated into two camps. Wait, where did this go? Oh wait, did I just miss it? Oh, there it is. I think he left. But
One.
Okay, whatever. Let's just whatever, man. All right, I want us to go to the number file channel and see what Dude, number file is actually so good. This guy Brady that runs it, Brady Heron, he has a ton of channels and he actually does make really good videos. It's so funny because they always use that brown paper.
Who doesn't like birthday cake? And what I'm gonna.
What about it?
No,
Is it
it's
special?
Just, they always use this whenever they. I don't know, not in this video, but for some reason they always give him this really weird brown paper to draw on.
The number I want to talk about, it turns out to be right.
Brown paper. I just think it's funny.
Right straight away, and then the.
Maybe that's just some sort of a meme, I guess, at that point.
I know, yeah. Okay, yeah. So
what's happening in chat?
Zach's alg, bro. But yeah, so I just need to like lock in. Well, I'm pretty much done with. Well, I gotta go make some food because I'm really hungry. But let's see. This has been going for 3 hours. This is, Oh, you know what he's referring to, bro? Is the title of this stream is like Rust on the Raspberry Pi Pico, which I have to wait for because that's gonna come back actually. Is so I have so the only way to print to a terminal using the Pico and running Rust is you need this thing called a debug probe, and you can actually use another Raspberry Pi Pico as a debug probe.
Yeah.
But the problem is the headers that are soldered onto my Raspberry Pi Pico need this special type of connector called a JST-SH 1mm connector. And I just bought some. So soon I will be able to get that time of flight sensor running on my on Rust on my Raspberry Pi Pico using that crate that you sent me, but we're not there yet. But it is coming because I want to test, is Rust faster? Because MicroPico or MicroPython, since it's interpreted, it should be slow. But I don't know. So anyways, I'm probably going to end the
I
stream
guess
here.
the difference would be negligible now.
Wait, go ahead.
I was about to say the difference probably is negligible now.
Yeah, I'm expecting it will be as well.
How's your distance sensor? Is it fixed?
Yeah, I got the distance. Well, I got that working. There was no problem with that.
I just remember that it was glitchy, like after a meter or so.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna get any better than less than a meter. But the thing is, all I need to do is where's my little thing? Is determine whether or not there's a ball in here. So it's just gonna go in there, and it's basically gonna determine the difference between like 20 millimeters. So I don't really need that far of a detection. But it basically will tell me when I'm out of bullets. But I got it working in Python, but I didn't get it working in Rust. So that's sort of where we're at. Dude, I swear my microphone has been like, sometimes it goes to
Yeah,
here.
but wait, is it like automatic?
What automatic?
The audio, whatever, is it called threshold? Like like if you're talking quiet, the threshold like lowers,
I don't think so.
and then
I think it should be just constant. There is one thing going on that I have on the filters, and it's a noise suppression thing, but I don't think that it really affects it. I have a little gain knob on this microphone, but for some reason it doesn't seem like it does anything. Test, test. It used to do something though, but like, I don't know. Something changed in the past like 2 weeks.
okay.
Anyways, if I really do want to get the audio to be good, but I can't justify spending a lot of money on microphones at the moment. I mean, a $50 microphone, which is how much this costs, is like kind of like, I was looking at wireless microphones because it would be nice to have a wireless microphone, and the nice ones are like $300, $200. The cheap ones are like 20.
Oh.
But anyways, whatever.
Are they any good?
I do want the audio to be good because if you have bad audio, like who's gonna watch you?
Let me remind you of your webcam previously.
My webcam is garbage.
I mean, do you remember what you used to have, like where
Yeah,
you were sitting naked in your backyard without like with this like cat out thing that would remove your background and would flicker all
I
the
think I
time?
still have that installed. Wait, I have to go to there we go.
It's still not. Oh God. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. Oh wait, it's not that bad. You just need to get your hair a bit longer, right?
Yeah, it's not.
You remember it used to flicker around the
Oh yeah.
around the edges.
Yeah, it's not so bad. You can
Yeah.
kind of see it when it's at the edge, like you can see back there.
I mean, it doesn't flicker much right now, but it used to.
But the reason why I don't like this is because I actually want to show how Chad I am that I work outside. All these losers, they stay inside. They only code inside, but I stay outside.
Yeah, you touch grass even when you code.
Exactly. Okay, I'm starving. I gotta go and make some food. I'll probably start up again, but since it's so late there, I wouldn't wait up. But
Yeah, I'd probably be sleeping at that point.
yeah.
Oh wow.
All right, see you,
Bon
man.
appetit in this case.
This is fun. I gotta
Yeah.
go though.